I just wanted to stop by, having a real MS moment, and it's definitely worth recording and putting it on the blog, because I'm sure if you're listening to this and you have MS, you might be able to relate to it. I went to my doctor's today, my primary care, and I'm still working out the thyroid issues. My endocrinologist is trying to find somebody at Brigham and Women's out in Boston, because since the thyroid is pressing on the laryngeal nerve, I guess that's what it's called, it's a little bit more complicated, and he wants 100% assurance. My doc is a Harvard doc, and he's in Albany, but he's old school, and he's just not settling for anybody, which I appreciate a lot. It's really nice, but within 1 to 2 weeks I should know something a little bit more, and then head off to Boston for a little surgery. That should be fun. What I wanted to talk about was kind of losing your mind and being a little bit cranky because of it. What I mean by that is my sleep's been getting back to normal, but I feel like I'm having one of those MS days where I keep forgetting. I've done this, I've done that, I can't keep track of my bills, I can't keep track of looking for stuff, looking for passwords, I can't keep track of things, and I'm kind of going crazy. Now I have a partner, Cecilia, who is helping me. She helps me stay organized, but it's a lack of organization, and I used to, on the job, be able to handle all the organization with no problem, and be able to track it on a mental level. Now I feel like I can't remember what I do with the keys. Where did I leave that piece of paper? What was I just doing? I forgot. Do you know those moments? Those things where I call it an MS moment, kind of stupid. And I'm not berating. I am cranky today. I'm cranky because I feel like I could have been a lot more productive over the past few days, and it's been kind of this forgetting. It's crazy. But, that is part of living with MS. And although it's not that visible, I can walk around. People don't know that I have pee problems, that going to the bathroom is an issue. That's kind of an invisible. Fatigue's kind of an invisible thing, unless they see it kind of dragging around. But these cognitive things, and the cognitive stuff is really what pulled me out of work. It wasn't mobility issues, no. And see, when people see MS, they expect to see mobility issues. They expect to see outward things. So if I was sitting in a wheelchair, for some people, it would be a lot easier to understand. Are you like that? Are you one of those people who has more of the invisible signs of MS? I pull out a Medicare card today, and people are looking at me like, what the heck? What's she? What's that about? Sometimes you feel like a faker. Sometimes you feel like, it's another part of you, that you should be a little bit more disabled. But they don't realize that disability comes in a lot of different forms. Disability comes in those invisible ways, such as cognitive processing. It comes in fatigue. It comes, from invisible things like bathroom issues. For me, it comes from temperature tolerance, or lack of temperature tolerance. Right now I've got my AC blowing cold, because it's just a little bit too humid, and it's probably 74 degrees outside. Or maybe a little higher, not much, but I can't deal with it in the house. It's got to be cool. It's just what it's about. I just wanted to get on, say hello, show you a real side of MS, and why I've kind of been resorting to these instead of just pounding on the keys and just like blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's all. Just saying hello, and, hope everybody's doing okay, just sharing the invisible stuff. Write a comment if you read this and you want to say something. Love to hear from you. You're not reading this, you're watching this, whether you see it on YouTube or on my blog. Go ahead, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Take care. Stay well.